Hi everyone. So I was at the gym yesterday with Pedro, my personal trainer, and we got chatting because he's into the whole kind of entrepreneurship side of things as well, because technically he runs his own business being a personal trainer, self-employed. And we were talking about like the YouTube and kind of goal setting and all of that, and partly talking about how I'm going to bring fitness into where I want to move things forward and actually get more out of it. But one of the things that he said to me is, Martin, have you thought about kind of just getting more simplified content so that you can get back into vlogging and creating stuff? Because I was telling him how I really appreciated what I created with this channel last year, and it kind of stopped a bit cold turkey, and I've kind of gone into a bit of deep focus trying to build something, and it just totally threw my mind into kind of a frenzy trying to figure out what it is that I need to do to get back to what I had last year, because I really enjoyed it, but I can't take on more responsibility with the family and what I'm doing with the business and all of that. So I'm experimenting. This is recorded on my phone. I have a little mic for it. I want to see if I can just get some content real quick, because I was getting into a point where I was trying to create content to try and make it a bit more evergreen and stuff like that. And Gary Vaynerchuk has always said, document, don't create. And this is what the channel was all about originally, is saying, hey, I'm someone who has these ambitions, these desires, these goals, and I just want to document that journey. And I want you guys to come along with that. And I've kind of said this all before, but it's really internalizing it and actually saying it's not about creating the best looking video. It's about showing that inspirational journey, getting the support from the community, sharing that back to the community, which is you guys, and creating this kind of journey as we go. So I've got a lot going on, and I want to get back to documenting that. And there's a few things I've kind of been trying to, just keep to myself in a way. And a part of it kind of touches on something else. It's like, if I keep telling people what I'm doing, am I setting myself up for failure? And I've always said, and I did a video on this, don't fear failure, fear not trying. And if I fail, I can reflect, and using these videos actually helps me reflect in a more honest way and actually say, okay, the experiment failed. I treat it as an experiment. It failed. What can I do differently so that I can succeed? And whether that is trying to do a new kind of eating routine, exercise routine, building a startup, the discipline, marketing, I could pin all my hopes on my startup kind of being based around, I run an ad campaign and suddenly revenue, and it may not work like that because I probably don't know enough about advertising. So it's about the experimentation process, and that's the bit I really want to get to documenting. So with that in mind, I want to kind of share with you what I'm thinking, really. This year, I've simplified the work that I'm doing to give me more time so that I can work on my startup. Now, my startup is going to be called Commersive. It's to do with e-commerce. It's an e-commerce technology company going to focus on insights and analytics, basically taking all the years. I've been doing e-commerce now since 2002, something like that, taking all that experience and building it into a product that allows you to do things that you just can't quite do today. And that's going to be really exciting, but I'm not ready to start it because there's something that's been really bugging me over the last year, and that is being a finisher, not a starter. And I have lots of ideas. That bit, not a problem, but it's actually executing on it and delivering. I mean, let's face it, unless you can build a product that someone can use to solve their problem, you have nothing. You can have ideas, you can have a great plan, but it's all about the product. And that has bugged me because I've started a few projects over the last year and I've not carried them through, and it's kind of drained me mentally by saying, am I a starter and not a finisher? And that's very important. So for those who have been more of the long-term followers of the vlog, we started the Be Brill project to help people be brilliant. Now, I still love that idea, but I decided to say maybe now's not the right time for that idea, partly because it felt like it was getting bigger than what I could create. So I kind of stopped talking about it. I kind of put that to rest for a bit and focus more on the YouTube channel. But at the same time, I did come up with a different idea. It was a distraction, make no mistake. But I've actually done something so far with this idea. The idea is to help designers share their wireframes to their peers and get the feedback. Now, this is by no means like something completely original, make no mistake, but it's to kind of target more smaller independent teams who are building their own design teams and UX teams internally, who basically don't want to have to pay for the full suite of the bigger, heavier products. This is simply someone who can do Photoshop designs or SketchUp designs, throw them into a little storyboard, and other people can comment on it. It's something that I've needed to do in the work that I've been doing previously for my clients, and the tools we've been using have just been really infuriating to kind of make it efficient. Now, this project is called Zaro. It's going to be on Zaro.io, and is kind of a foothold for something a bit more expansive in terms of productivity management. But I'm going to focus on designers. Now, how does this fit with my commercial business idea? That is still very much where I will be spending 2017 doing, is the commercial. But I need to finish this, and I'm working really hard. I'm pulling all my evenings to work on this, just to get it done, to get it launched, get the MVP launched. And there are two reasons why I want to do that. One, for me, to finish something I've started, and two, we can then get onto the growth hacking stage of this journey, so we can kind of explore and learn and really use it as a base for all the learning that then I can put into the commercial business. That's what I'm doing. I'm fully motivated at doing this plan, and I have to give it the best I can. So I've shared that with you guys today, and it's a risk because potentially I could fail on this, and now I've kind of told everyone, and I don't care. I just don't care, because I would rather push forward with a plan that I'm passionate about than to fear not ever executing on it because of I feel like I'm going to fail. I just have to tell myself that I'm not going to fail. Fail is not an option. I only fail if I quit. If I keep continuing, then success is within reach. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and every day during the week, what I do, I take myself away from my desk and I plan my day, and I do a 10x day, and some of that involves the client work that I need to do, but it also involves kind of what do I need to achieve today or in this week, if it's a Monday plan out the week, to achieve this goal. And I'm setting myself a kind of a demo day where I'm working towards that, and it's about a month and a half away. So I'm putting myself under pressure. Absolutely, I need to. I cannot. I've been listening to Grant Cardone's book on 10x, the 10x rule, and he says, if something feels unobtainable because you've been over ambitious in your goals, what do? Do you say it's going to take longer? Or do you increase your efforts to achieve those goals? And I like the idea of increasing my efforts, and I'm going to plan my days based around what efforts can I increase to achieve those goals. So that's what I've been doing. I just wanted to share that with you today. I'm going to try this whole new kind of just document, don't create. I want you guys along for the journey. I just want to keep creating. 2017 is a year for creating. Forget consumption. I've given up Pokemon. That means a lot. That means I'm focused on not consuming stuff, and I just want to be create, and I'm going to look back and think that is how you achieve success, just by pushing forward, 10xing if you can, every step of the way, and most importantly, deliver on what you said you were going to do.